Hi guys, it's Tools from Tools Explores. I am back again with another one of my travel diaries. We have been catching up in a couple of shorts, but now I'm going to take us all back, catching up with my latest travel diaries. So I had to travel to Bulawayo to spend a bit of time with family towards the end of October in 2025. So yes, this is so backdated, but I'm doing it. Please forgive me. I had to travel from Johannesburg or Tambo International Airport to Joshua Mqabugo Nkomo International Airport in Bulawayo, and I flew with Airlink, the freedom of the African skies. Man, can I tell you, I love this airline. I really enjoy flying with Airlink. I know that it's a bit more pricey, but overall it's really a great travel experience with Airlink. Apart from their great service, their great the great time you spend in the sky, and also their service, like their in-flight service as a regional flight that still has in-flight service, I really enjoy it. So here we were taking off at OR Tambo International Airport, and it was such a smooth takeoff. If you know me very well, you'd know that I'm not a big fan of either takeoff or landing. I think those are the worst times for me in a flight. I generally don't do well with air travel. I'm getting a lot better, but there was a time when I had the worst flight anxiety ever, and you would swear it's because I was a first time traveler or I had just started traveling. No, I had been traveling but using air for over 10 plus years at that point. I think about 12 years. And I think because of the air crashes and binge watching these air crash investigations, I became very anxious when it came to flying. That was around 2019. And at that point, I'd be in and out of Cape Town quite often because I studied there and I had other commitments there. So I just developed this unexplainable flight anxiety that was very bad, but over the years I've seen it become a lot better. So I can't tell you whether I enjoy either takeoff or landing, but this one in particular was beautiful. I mean, just look at how this beautiful bird is going through the clouds, and how you can see it as it goes higher and higher. The clouds, as it ascends rather, the clouds are now below us, and then we go into straight out clear flying. It was a really nice flight. Flying to Bulawayo is quite short. If I should say, it's about 45 minutes to an hour, and especially when everything is on time, it's very quick. Here we were flying over, I would like to believe we went through Botswana, because I was unable to spot the famous Limpopo River. As per my last travel to Harare about a month ago, I was able to see the Limpopo River. So here we were just cruising, watching over the African skies and embracing the freedom of the African skies. It was around the rainy season, so as we were descending within the clouds. It was a slight bumpy ride. It wasn't the worst, if I'm to be honest. I still enjoyed the whole flight start to finish. So because of the cloud cover in Bulawayo, it was a bit bumpy, but not the worst, and we did do a bit of time within the clouds. It was really a beauty to marvel at, just experiencing flying through rain clouds. I mean, how many people can say that I've flown through rain clouds? It's definitely a privilege. Here we were now descending into Bulawayo, and like I was mentioning on my other social media platforms, is that Harare and Bulawayo are different within their grading systems. What you see when you are descending into Harare, forgive me, is not what you see when you are descending into Bulawayo, and that's what makes it all unique. So here we were descending and just about to touch down in the City of Kings. I was visiting my aunt who stays in the northern parts of Matabeleland, so she was picking me up from the airport, and at this point she was already there. Here I had just gotten out of immigration, had my passport stamped, collected my luggage. I wasn't expecting to see her. So, that quickly rather. So we took a drive into Bulawayo, the city, because the airport is a bit out of Bulawayo. So we took a drive to Bulawayo CBD. We had a few errands to run in preparation for our departure for the northern part of Matabeleland, roughly Plumtree. It was a rainy day. It was really a rainy day. But I must say, what shocked me the most is the change in the CBD of Bulawayo. The markets, like you can really see the migration of people from Harare, which is the capital city, into Bulawayo. If you've been in Bulawayo over the years, or if you've visited Bulawayo over the years, or if you know about Bulawayo over the years, it is so much quieter than Harare. Very rare to see traffic. And all of this that you're seeing now, the markets, all this is really new. It's because of the move of people from the capital into Bulawayo in search for better opportunities. So here we were just picking up a few things that we were going to need at the farm, and then we headed to the farm. This is Plumtree Road. This is one of the best roads rather in Zimbabwe, I must say. Those roads that have got no potholes, really, really good roads. You know, when you're traveling between Bulawayo and Plumtree, you know that it's a smooth ride. It's a smooth journey. We took some time. We spent a bit of time on the main road, and then we turned into the dust road, which stretched for a couple of kilometers. I was able to see things I have never seen before, such as the Mangwe Pass. And eventually we arrived at our destination. Stay in tune for part 2, where we get to explore